Okay, hello and welcome back to another episode of Stoneblock 3. So, in between episodes, I decided to get rid of the manual the manual grinding for stuff, so now we've got a bunch of Cobblegen tier 4s, which are all feeding into Diamond Auto Hammers, which are all feeding into Millstones, so if we need, we can get as much gravel as we want from the Auto Hammers, we can get as much as we want of gravel, as sand, iron, and zinc, as well as just coal from the chest at the end here. All of it's being passively powered by water, because water seems to be the best power generation ever, and essentially it just gives us free infinite power, which I'm really happy about. It's working perfectly. So now we don't really have to worry about that kind of resource generation, which is spectacular. It's amazing. Then I also got a bunch of this stuff because we needed paper for sandpaper to get polished rose quartz. So that was the thing. So now we've got a little greenhouse. It's growing just some bamboo, some sugarcane, and some cactus. I'm gonna have to make a water thing for kelp as well, but that's a totally different thing. So we got a bunch of resources now, a ton of blocks of iron. And now we actually have to go through and make ourselves the big old mechanical crafters. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get 7 brass casings from those guys. Really easy. Brass is just an alloy of zinc and iron, so it was super easy doing that. Then we take those, we go electron tubes, which are really simple again. And then we take electron tubes, brass casings, and crafting tables. We craft up 21 mechanical crafters, which is, I think, exactly as many as we need for this. So now we gotta connect this up to these bad boys, and I think that we're gonna need some other stuff, but I should be able to just kind of, come on, there we go. So we go 1, 2, and it's all directional. Of course, I made stairs, but they obviously have not lasted, so we're gonna have to make some real stairs, which is fine. It's just a little annoying, because I made it stairs for that, for that, for that. That was just so we can get up there, but nice and easy. So we get our 3, then we go these 3, just hop up here. I think that what we need to do is, okay, overstressed, cool, that's fine. I'm gonna need to come down here then, do that. Doesn't matter if it's overstressed, that's fine. It doesn't really have a great impact on everything, because what we can do is we can just add more water wheels and it will continually power things. So I'll do that after we get this fully assembled, because all we really need for this to be fully properly assembled is it to just be exactly like this, and it should work. I don't fully know if all 3 of these got, you know what, it's probably best if all 3 of them are, just for sequential crafting, because I think that that's how it does it. But I don't do a ton of create stuff, so if I am completely wrong, please let me know. And I will read your comment after I finish figuring it out, because that's what I have to do this episode. So thank you for all the help in future comments that I'm not able to read yet. Anyway, we're gonna need some more water wheels. Well, that was actually more sufficiently simple than I was expecting. So essentially it was just the speed of these guys was moving too fast for these, because these guys need a lower frequency to be able to properly work, which is cool. I just didn't know. So now we need a bunch of andesite alloy. We need 1, 2, what's that? 7, we need 16 total andesite alloy, I guess. So we've got 25, which is perfect, because that's more than 6. I don't know if you guys knew this, but 25 is more than 16. I know, a little bit crazy. I can, in fact, do the math. It's a little nuts. I know. Trust me. Trust me. I had no idea either that I was this intelligent. But apparently I am. So anyway, we're gonna take... That guy goes in the middle, then we go like this. I don't actually know how to start this thing, so hopefully it just kind of happens when we finish crafting it, but yeah, I don't know. Oh, it does. Okay, it just works, I guess. That's pretty dope. So those guys go in, then those guys go in, then they go there, then they get pushed there, and then will it just pop out over here? They all get combined. Ooh. And then they pop in. And then they pop out. And then they go in. And they pop out. Yay, we got crushing wheels. Okay, and so it's the amount, it's the speed that they rotate at that depends on how... Okay. It has to make them spin into each other, which isn't a problem because the big gears. We chuck stuff into them to process it, which is how we get that. We can conveyor belt stuff. Okay, that's pretty dope. Okay, but we got it. We got them taken care of, which means that we're almost done with this. We need to crush some stuff, and then we've finished this chapter other than the Cobble Gen Tier 5, because Cobble Gen Tier 5 needs insanity because you need to have diamond chickens or get a foundry, but you have to get that up to temp. Melting modifier, melting... You have to get molten diamonds, which is melting diamonds, which can only be done with blazing blood or whatever, so we need that taken care of. But for that, we've already also gotten all that stuff, so that's going to be the end of this chapter, and then we'll be able to claim all the rewards. So first we need to get crushing wheels set up, which I guess I'll just do real quick. Well, that went relatively well. So now up here we've got our two grindstone crushing wheels that are just going incredibly fast because I have a bunch of different gear ratios amping them up, and then these guys matching speeds, which is perfect. I'm really happy with how that turned out. They're all being powered by two different sets of water wheels. Of course, water wheels are actually super easy to just make in series to make a ton of them work together, so it's really nice and easy. And now we just have to crush some stuff. And of course, first, to get that, we need to actually get something to crush. So we're gonna come over here, and we're gonna actually just grab a bunch of gravel. Loot bees aren't super useful unless we're low on certain resources. So for now, I'm not really super worried about them at all. Like, they're just not an issue in any way, shape, or form. So we're just gonna kind of ignore that loot bee. Don't really need any more crystal chests. I've got a bunch of them already. Of course, once you've taken care of getting the gravel that you need, of course, you just chuck it into your washer. And it will wash away into the resources that you need, which hopefully will give me something good soon. That we can then crush into a better resource coupled with some other resources, which is amazing. Well, it looks like it's mostly washed out now, so we can just come in here, yoink. Actually, I keep forgetting it's not going to be gravel that's going to give us the good stuff to wash, because gravel is the thing that you... Okay, give me a second. Look, I've been doing this for a while. My brain is just melding. Everything gives loot. I just gotta remember what actually gives loot that we can utilize, which is mostly not going to be gravel. It's gonna be the sand that we wash. But, you know, it's okay, right? Like, you get the nickel from bulk washing sand, which is how you get the raw stuff. But the sand is already relatively easy to get since we already get a bunch of it from this. So it's not an issue at all. We just gotta give it a little bit more time to wash yet again so that we can take care of that. Also, I don't know if you guys saw it, but there is a haunting area. And the bulk haunting is another thing. It's like bulk washing, but it just haunts, and you chuck sand in there to give you soul sand, which you then need to wash in order to get quartz, which is how I got the quartz for the rose quartz for the electron tubes, which was a whole thing that took way too long and was a process. But I'm glad that I learned how to do it and everything, got it taken care of off camera. Otherwise, that would have been just so boring for you guys to watch. But now I gotta wait for the sand to turn into actual resources, which I guess it's starting to happen now, but it's gonna take a second longer, and I think it's good now. For the most part, of course, there's some more sand left over, which now I gotta chuck back in and sort all this stuff into the raw ores and such, which are gonna get crushed, every single one of them. Well, that's everything rinsed off, so now we've got all the raw gold and such, which of course we're gonna start with the most common of everything, the copper, because crushing all the copper will give us some interesting stuff, mostly just being crushed raw copper. That's like the only thing pretty much. that you'll get, other than sometimes some nuggets of experience, which are quite nice, it's just XP, which is amazing. I'm really happy, but of course it says a 75% chance, but it is not a 75% chance at all, apparently. But you can crush blocks, which I think is what we're actually gonna do now, is craft all the stuff up into blocks so it crushes faster. So we'll crush up a bunch of blocks of gold, a bunch of blocks of raw silver, and a bunch of blocks of raw nickel. So, of course, next we'll go with the nickel, because nickel is not an abundant, or not an expensive resource. So we'll crush all the nickel, which has been, I guess, crushed relatively quickly. Of course, the glow lichen will start to burn, so it's a little bit of a hazard, but it's okay. Anyway, the nickel is being crushed, and so... Wait, can you crush blocks of raw nickel? Yeah, you can. Okay. So you can crush the blocks. So now what we're gonna do is chuck in the raw gold, raw silver, and blocks of raw gold, and they'll crush in due time. Shouldn't take too long, but let's just see kind of what we end up getting total from all this bulk crushing, because it shouldn't be insane, right? Hopefully, right? Right? Well, I had to change some things. There were some issues with it, but now we've got everything. So we got, what's that, 5 and some stacks of crushed raw gold. Then we've got a bunch of crushed raw copper, crushed raw silver, crushed raw nickel, and a ton of nuggets of experience, which are all going to be used perfectly. But crushing, we need to actually crush gravel to get the raw versions of other things. Well, maybe I should have read that, but, at least now what we'll be able to do is just yoink a bunch more gravel, because gravel is not a limiting resource whatsoever underground. It's literally just crushed cobblestone. So we'll just chuck a whole inventory of gravel in here. It's fine, no biggie, right? I say that, right? Come on, it should just give us all the good resources, and then we can crush that and potentially get even more stuff, because crushed ores will double. I don't even know. So if we crush this, 25% chance for iron, which can be crushed into crushed iron, which can then be bulk washed into 9, plus a chance for redstone. So if you blast it, but if you bulk wash the crushed, you have a chance of getting other stuff. So what we want to do is we want to crush it once, then crush it a second time. And again, it's not wanting to fill directly into here. Oh. Well, I seem to have found out why this hopper is not wanting to function properly. But, it's okay. It's fine. Will it work now? It hopefully will. Does bauxite crush okay in crushing wheels? Aluminum, okay. So we can just take, does coal crush in the crushing wheels? Coal dust, which, we'll need for future stuff. Not really, okay. So everything other than the coal that can be crushed isn't super great. I might need better hoppers. Is there a better hopper? Factory hopper. How do the chutes work for create chute? If I could spell chute. So chute, W, ponder, item downward via chutes. Okay, so it just puts it directly into an inventory, and it's just iron sheet, iron ingot, iron sheet. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's go make a chute. Because if it's gonna transport it way faster, then that's just better, right? So we grab our engineer's hammer, we take it, we crush up 2 iron sheets, and then we take that, we make ourselves some chutes, we put our engineer's hammer back, put our iron back. Then I should be able to, from here, break you, make a chute, and then if I chuck stuff into there, it should go directly into the chest, right? That's how it works, right? The chute doesn't have, let's see, let's watch. So when something comes out, then it'll go directly into the chute, right? And then it'll go directly into the chest. Okay, yes it does. That's so much better. That's so much faster than before. Okay, shoots are the key to making that function fully properly. That's good. Okay, maybe we need more shoots, but either way, now what I've got to do is take all of the stacks of raw stuff, and all the stuff is going to get crushed again. And then let's chuck all you guys in here. Maybe if I make them spin faster, they'll crush faster. I don't fully know. Because I can make them spin even faster. They're already going quite fast, so I don't want to, like, ruin anything. I don't know. But either way, what we are going to do, since it is nearing 20 minutes, we're at like 17, 16 minutes. Essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to claim all of our random rewards from Chapter 1. So, random reward for Chapter 1, Ender Chest, random reward for Crafting Table, Bread, random reward for that, Lexica Botanica, that's nice, random oh, we get compressed gravel for that, compressed, oh, maybe I should have used that to get that in the future. Anyway, hammer, what do we get for a hammer? We got a globe, okay, what do we get for the wololo, the crook? We get a crescent hammer. We get seeds. That would have been useful. Oh, I forgot that that's a thing. Anywho, at least we have it now, so that's great. I mean, you know, at least we have it now, and that's all that matters, right? Anywho, let's go back into the quest page, and saplings will give us redstone comparator. Logs will get that would have been nice. We get a random enchanted book, we get a random reward, and puny smelting. What do we get? Soul shard. Then for casting, we get time in a pouch. Then for this random reward, we got a piston and mighty smelting. Okay, you know, how does time in a pouch work? 16 accumulates time using on a ticking block to accelerate. I like that. It's not overpowered, it takes time to use, but it's really useful. Anyway, we got Cobble Gen Tier 1, we got a pendant, we got a pocket storage thing, which is cool. What did we get for that? Pocket storage unit? Holds 8 different items up to 255 of each, automatically absorbs. Is this the danks of the new age dank? Oh, wait, how do I... Pocket... Storage unit tier 2. I need pistons. It's a good thing I have pistons now. What about tier 3? It's diamonds. So now all I need is gold and diamonds. So gold, diamonds. I grabbed the pistons. But what else did I need? I needed chests. It's a good thing I got you now. So now we can make chests. I can craft that into a tier 2. And then I can craft it into a tier 3. And now it'll hold. It's like the new age danks. I love it. I didn't realize there was a storage thing that was that simple in here. Silk touch, retrieve chance cubes and some ender air bottles, which are nice. Ender air bottles are always nice. We're gonna have to go see what we ended up getting from that in a second, but we also have a bunch more resources to claim. So basic item collector, cool. Iron Paxel, okay. Black Lotus. I wish I was playing Magic the Gathering right now because Black Lotus is kind of dope. What do we get? An add-on range tier 1. Okay. We got a common backpack. That's another thing that would have been great to know that existed. Then we've got an enchanted book, an alternator for the dripper. What do we get? What do we get? Dude, do we get some drip? Come on now. Andesite casing. Again, would have been really nice. Mana diamond. And what are we gonna get for the final one? A hovering hourglass from Botania. Okay, how does the backpack upgrades work? I need yellow dye and chests and gold. So, how am I gonna get yellow dye underground? How do I make yellow dye underground? Is the real question. Crushing. I crush yellow flowers or I mill yellow flower. Okay. Is there any way to do it from just like not something yellow? I guess I just need grass seeds. Is there grass seeds? Wheat seeds, pumpkin seeds, melon seeds. Grass? Slimy dirt, pasture seeds, one of the grass seeds. Crooking dirt has a chance to give you grass seeds. Do I have any grass seeds somewhere? I probably do. I do have a grass seed. Okay, so I need to bone meal grass in order to get that, in order to upgrade the backpacks, which shouldn't be an issue because we've got bone meal. So we've got the bone meal. Now I just need to get some dirt, which isn't, again, it's not too difficult. We already have compressed dirt, which is fine. And the gravel will decompress into gravel and will then turn into dirt once we mine it, which is perfect. Anyway, we're about to see the resources that we ended up getting out of the little guys while we do this, but, you know, you gotta do at least some things while this is all working. So I'm gonna have to make a greenhouse on the side in between episodes, and we're gonna get the backpacks up. But anywho, what we have now is we've just got a bunch of raw resources, which is perfect. Of course, the coal will all get just chucked away, and I'm gonna eat all the experience nodules because we're gonna need to enchant stuff. Or I guess I could just chuck him into the pocket storage. I don't know. I'll chuck the coal in there, and then I guess I can chuck the nuggets of experience in there too. Like, why not, right? We can hold a ton of them. What's the point in not? So we get nuggets of experience base from doing that, and then we get more nuggets of experience by letting them process properly, which is hilarious to me because we have almost 2,000 nuggets of experience total. And yeah, wow. Okay, and now what we do is we take these resources. Honestly, we can just put our backpack on our back and then wrong button. B backpack. Open backpack. B. What is B right now? Cycle down. Feet mode switch. Open. B should always be open backpack. Why? B. Open backpack. Open backpack. Simply backpacks. B. B for backpack does not work. Open in hand to set up. Okay. There we go. Set up now. There we go. It'll work. Perfect. And now what we can do... Oh, there's some zinc that we need to process again. I didn't notice you there. Let's process the zinc properly now. And then the rest of the stuff will all get washed and turned into exactly what we need, which is their double utilized counterparts and nuggets. The nuggetry. So 32 different items with big mega stacks of everything, which is amazing. I love it. I'm so happy that they implemented something like Danks, and now, shoot, that was a mistake. But, you know, it's fine. You live and you learn. You can't learn without living a little. So now we're up here. Of course, eventually everything is going to catch fire and burn down because the glow lichen wants to continue to grow, but overall it'll be fine, right? So now we just gotta wait for all these guys to get nuggetified, and which is gonna take a second, so I'm gonna give it a little bit of time. Okay, well, I think it's ready because I'm lagging a lot whenever I look over here. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna chuck everything into our pocket storage and kind of see what resources we ended up getting overall. It's probably gonna be a lot, so give me a second. Okay, so in total, after our resource gathering, we have 2,002 nickel nuggets, 1,300 lead nuggets, 3,024 aluminum, 3,150 zinc, 3,474 gold, 4,518 copper, 2,700 iron, 1,200 tin, 2,000 silver, we got 1,000 osmium, we got a bunch of gunpowder, we got a bunch of redstone, some clay, and some gunpowder as well, which is not the most impressive resource haul, but overall pretty decent overall, I must say. I'm really happy about that, and I'm going to consolidate all of it in between episodes. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. GG's. Peace. Have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.